It was a quiet evening at Maplewood Diner, just off Route 66, 20 minutes east of St. Louis. The diner smelled of brewed coffee, fried onions, and a faint hint of cinnamon from the holiday specials. Paper snowflakes clung to the windows, trembling slightly in the cold December wind. Lena Carter, a retired Navy SEAL, sat alone in a corner booth. Her black German Shepherd, Titan, lay beside her, ears alert. Lena's dark sweater and jeans made her nearly invisible, just another traveler stopping for a quick meal. She sipped her coffee, eyes scanning the room, not for threats, but for patterns. The door slammed open. 3 young men swaggered in, led by Brady Collins, a tall, arrogant figure in a red varsity jacket with gold lettering. His friends, Derek and Sean, followed, laughing and nudging each other. The diner's hum of calm chatter faltered under their presence. Maya, a waitress in her early 20s, approached. "Good evening. Can I get you anything?" Brady smirked. "This place smells like disappointment. Hurry it up, girl." His tone dripped with entitlement. Derek and Sean laughed, echoing his cruelty. Lena watched as Maya's shoulders tensed, her hands trembling slightly as she refilled their water glasses. The tension in the diner thickened, invisible but palpable. Then it happened. Maya carried over 3 milkshakes. Brady deliberately jerked his elbow. One glass toppled. Chocolate drenched Maya's uniform. The diner went silent. "Whoops! Watch your step," Brady sneered. Maya froze, mortified. Lena's body tightened. Years of training sharpened her instincts. She had faced far worse, but here, this ordinary act of cruelty was enough. Brady grabbed Maya's wrist, claiming ownership, power. That was the line. 4 silent strides later, Lena was beside them. Titan mirrored her movement, a shadow of menace. "Let her go," Lena said, voice calm, absolute. Brady laughed. "Or what?" In a split second, Lena struck Brady's elbow with precise pressure, neutralizing his grip. Maya stepped back behind Lena. Derek and Sean froze, Titan growling low, vibrating through the floorboards. "You're done here," Lena said. "Pay for your food, tip for the mess." Humiliated, Brady whipped out his phone. "I'm calling the cops. This woman attacked me. Her dog tried to bite us." Lena didn't flinch. She helped Maya to a chair, gently brushing chocolate from her uniform. "Breathe. It's over." The police arrived quickly. Brady spun his story, name-dropping his father, Martin Collins, a local magnate. Lena remained calm, giving her account concisely. Witnesses hesitated, intimidated. Then Officer Harris noticed Lena's duffel bag. Opening it, he froze. Medals, a military ID, credentials. "Senior Chief Carter?" Harris whispered. We didn't know." The cuffs came off. Lena rose, radiating quiet authority. Every eye in the diner turned to her. Brady, realizing his mistake, paled. "You asked who I am? I spent 20 years defending people from men who abuse power. You are not a challenge. You are a lesson." The officers acted decisively. Brady and his accomplices were charged with assault, false imprisonment, and filing false police reports. Surveillance footage corroborated Lena's account perfectly. A week later, Lena visited Maya at a veteran-owned cafe. "You stood up," Lena said simply. "That's the hardest part. The rest is just cleanup." On Christmas morning, Lena sat by her sister's fireplace, Titan at her feet, watching her nieces unwrap presents. Faint scars on her wrists reminded her how fragile civility could be, but also how unshakable courage remains. In a quiet diner on Route 66, a spoiled bully tried to rewrite reality. Instead, he faced someone who knew exactly what justice meant. Lena didn't just protect a waitress. She reminded everyone watching that courage, integrity, and unwavering resolve are the true power in the world.